Let me ask you what I think is going to be a very easy question. Would you rather your money make 0.01% a month or 3.30% per month? Yeah, it's kind of a no brainer, isn't it? Of course, who doesn't want to make the most money that you can each month, right? And that's what brings me to today's video. We're diving into Ally Bank. This is a completely online bank. You can do your checking, you can do savings, you can open up CDs, heck, you can even invest with Ally. But specifically, today, we're going to be talking about Ally's high yield savings accounts. And the reason we're doing that is because of that very first question that I asked you. So, when we're thinking about where we want to have our money just sitting, right? Like we always need to have money in savings for various things, whether it's short-term or long-term goals, right? There's always something that we're saving towards. Now, for me, a few years ago, that meant I had a savings account over at Chase, right? Chase is a big national bank. And what I found is that I was getting paid 0.01% a month, right? That's how much interest they were giving me on my money. And it felt like no matter how much money I had in there, it wasn't doing anything. And to tell you the truth, I still have money in Chase. So currently I have $6,000 in a Chase savings account. Technically it's $6,006. But the point is, last month I was paid 5 cents for that money. $6,000, and I was paid 5 cents in interest. Now compare that to my Ally high yield savings account, right? Like I said, 3.3%. Last month I had $3,900 in our Ally savings account, and I was paid a little over $8, right? It's not earth shattering, especially given inflation at the moment, but it was way better than 5 cents. Okay. So today we're going to be jumping in. I'm going to talk to you all about our high yield savings account, pros and cons of Ally, and whether or not I think it's useful. Then we're going to jump into my account. I'm going to let you literally see into the inner workings of our Ally account to give you an idea of what it looks like and if it's going to work for you. So right off the bat, I think it's very clear that one of the best things about Ally is the annual percentage yield, right? It does change. It is variable, but right now, given everything that's going on in the economy, it is at 3.3%. However, that's only scratching the surface of the amazing features that you'll find in your Ally account. So, to start with, let's talk about the buckets, right? Ally has this great thing called buckets, and what it is it lets you essentially create these different funds within one account where you can save for different items. So, with that being said, let's look at my account. Over here, I have a few different buckets that you'll see. I have 4 different buckets up here, and the first one is holidays. So we were saving, of course, for Christmas. Our second one is vehicles. If you watched our last video, you know that we currently have a car payoff plan that we're going to start tackling in January. So we created a bucket for that. We have our home bucket. This is just kind of a catch-all for any project that needs to happen around our house. So new roof, landscaping, air filters, literally anything housing related. We throw it in here and we take it out when we need it for whatever we need. And then our last main bucket right now is vacations. So next summer we are planning on going to the beach, and our goal is $5,000. So as you can see, it's really nice. You can label it. They give you a nice icon. It tells you what your balance is. So like I said, we have $1,500 in here right now. And if you're looking at our goal tracker, you can see we have until March 1st, 2023. That's the date that we set that we wanted to have $5,000 in this account by. So obviously this is not filled in with purple yet. We still have $3,500 left to go, but it is really nice how easy Ally makes it to set these up. You literally just click add another, and then you choose. You can obviously make your own, but they do have quite a few categories already listed out for you, that you can choose from. So Once that's done, each month when we are paid our interest or when we add money to our account, we have it set up so that everything just gets deposited to this core savings bucket right here on the bottom. I just let that accumulate and then I'll redistribute. So what that looks like is I come up here, I click distribute, and then it's as easy as selecting where I want to move things from. So in this case, it would be core savings. And then I could select, okay, maybe I want to put that towards our home fund. And I could choose the amount. So I could do the full $13.38. I could do $2, $7. It's up to me. I could also choose multiple buckets. So again, they make it so nice to distribute your money. You can also see that right now our balance at almost $4,000, we have 61% of that in our home bucket. It really doesn't get any better than that. I mean, it's just everything is so nicely laid out. It's just very aesthetically pleasing. I love the buckets feature. It's way better than having like 7 different savings accounts, in my opinion. Now, going back over here, the next item that we are going to talk about is going to be these boosters, okay? Now, this is a feature that Ally put in to help optimize and maximize your savings, even if the rate changes after you open the account, as it says right there. Now, what does this actually mean? Well, on your dashboard in your account, you will see this nice middle section right here. You have this nice graph. You have 3-month growth. So October, November, December, obviously the past 3 months. And when you click potential, it's going to actually show you what your savings could look like. And when you crunch the numbers, you can actually start doing all of these different boosters, okay? So if I wanted to see what my account could look like in 3 years, if I did recurring transfers, I would click this first one. And if I save $200 each month, my balance would go up to almost $12,000, which is pretty good. Now, I could also do roundups, right? So if I wanted to say, okay, round me up when X happens, round up when this happens, that would take me up to $5,000 in 3 years. And then the last one is surprise savings. So if Ally finds money in your linked accounts that it could safely transfer over to your Ally savings account, it will do that. And if Ally were to find $100 a month for my savings account and transferred that over each month, that would round me up to $8,000 in 3 years. Now, all of these assumptions are assuming that the APY, or the annual percentage yield, stays at that 3.3%. But obviously, again, that number is variable. So it could be that, it goes down to 2% or it goes up to 5%. It just really depends on what's happening in the economy. So this could change, but it is nice that Ally has these boosters built in to help you achieve your goals and to make it very painless on your end, right? You don't have to do anything beyond setting this up. Once you set it up, Ally is going to do the rest for you. So those are kind of the main features in the account that I really like. Obviously some of the other ones, as we scroll down, you'll see, as compared to other big bank accounts, Ally has no monthly maintenance fees, which is incredible when you consider that some of the bigger ones like Bank of America and Chase both have maintenance fees. At Ally, there's no minimum opening deposit. Again, we talked about buckets and surprise savings and that amazing annual percentage yield. I do also want to point out Ally does not have overdraft fees. So that is another feature that I love, and typically when I've needed to call them, I've been on hold for less than 5 minutes. I know some people have had bad customer support experiences with Ally. Me personally, it has been great. I had to call them to transfer about $30,000 when we bought our house for our down payment, and it was a very quick process. It was very easy. They did the wire transfer. It went through very smoothly. So overall, I'm a huge fan of Ally. I mean, it's been really good to us